What you eating?
I'm eating Uncle Remus, boy. You know what that means. It's always Remus. Yes, sir.
West Side.
Open the Remus. You know what I mean?
Open the
Open
Remus.
the Remus.
There you go, baby.
Remus over Harem. You know what I'm saying?
Hood Hierarchy. Live with Uncle Beats. Your boy Burn Poe, a.k.a. Dada Man.
California, hey, you know, for everybody who be trying to count me out, just remember something. You can't count. See that? See that? You see them mountains? Them mountains.
Fellas, everybody listen. Don't trust these women family. Because every woman got some dude that's a family friend that been around for the longest, and the brothers will hang with you, the cousins, and they know about Derek.
Beats. Let me throw it at you. Do you know that one move could change a person's life? So let's say, for instance, your daughter goes to school and some girls calling her names, and she decides she's going to go over and put one in their eye. She gets arrested, messes with her, now she's not in that school anymore, they kick her out. It changed everything. So when we talk about raising kings and queens, I mean, we really got to prepare them for, you know, all those roadblocks and things that are out there. So that's what I really want to hear. But I do thank you for calling, man. I really, really appreciate hearing from you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, one more thing.
Oh, he hung up.
There can only be one king.
Oh,
Everybody can be a prince,
That's right.
but they can't all be the king.
it could be a lot of kings and queens.
No, it can't. It's
Well, he
one
said
king.
in the
I'm just pouring drink. I'm just a bartender.
Sage on side one, sunshine on side two, and somebody.
And you better answer it right because my brother sitting right back. Because the real one, the love comes first. But if you pick the right one, the money gonna come afterwards. I know, that's right.
It's the hood hierarchy mobcast, and it's me, Uncle Beats in the streets like white lines on the corner like a stop sign. And it's gonna go all the way down. So if you want us to be alright, hit that like. If you care, hit that shit. If you want it, leave a comment. If you really want us out the trap, always put something on that real hierarchy cash out. So let's go. Zeno was our biggest episode.
We in the shop. We just came from getting the Polish, extra onions. You know what I'm saying? In the building.
It's hood hierarchy time. Are y'all ready? What's up, y'all? It's going down. I got this little, don't worry about it. So, like I told y'all, I'm starting to go live on TikTok too. So, TikTok, thank you for checking in. Thank you for rocking with me. But you Facebook people, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. I got something big today, man. I got a legend in the building. You know, I have legends a lot. But this one is a special one because this is somebody who give me the game, like right now, not back in the day, not yesterday, every day. So getting there, drop them comments, but y'all know, y'all ready? Y'all ready? It's the hood hierarchy modcast, and it's me, Uncle Beats in the streets like white lines on the corner like a stop sign. If y'all want us to be all right, hit that like. If you care, hit that share. You want us to do well, hit that bell. You want us to survive, hit subscribe. And if you really want us out the trap, drop some on that hood hierarchy cash app. But don't forget, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share. I got something big for y'all. I'm going to roll the intro like I always do, and I'm going to come right back. Shouts out to all my TikTok people. Y'all won't see the intro unless you go on YouTube and check this out. And why my intro didn't come on, I did it so smooth too, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hood. What's going on? Oops. Hood. Come on. Hierarchy. Modcast. Every single episode, man, we gonna give them a little background.
I know how it feel because I done been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you, sweet
We made so
ghetto you.
much doing that.
Yes, I rely
I started taking that
on
money throwing the concerts.
It's your boy, Project Pata. Hood hierarchy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, man, if it ain't in the hood, man, it ain't on here.
Hey, this your boy Mario Cannon, man. And you rocking with Hood Hierarchy. You already know what's going down.
Team Pretty P stand up. It's a wrap. Tune in.
It's Deli Dale. And whenever I got time and I'm relaxing and I'm chilling, I don't give a damn if I'm laying in the bed with you. I'm checking out Hood Hierarchy. And it's just that simple, just that easy.
It's 7 Up, man, straight from Brooklyn. I want y'all to check my boy out, Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy. Get the dopest interviews, the dopest content, the dopest platform, straight from Chi-Town, man. You know what it is, man. We representing Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy. That's the highest of prestige. Get it? You already know. That's on game. You heard?
One, what's happening? It's the one and only HD president, Mr. Bow Bow Bow. This is Hood Hierarchy checking in. I'm signing out. HD4, Bow Bow Bow.
Hey, it's going down, y'all. It's going down. I'm happy to be here. I've been working a lot on, so I'm glad to be back. Get in the comments. Drop your city. Drop your state. Drop your hood. Drop everything. Drop it like it's hot. Whatever they say. Hey, it's finna go down. So tonight's guest is not only my big brother in radio. He's not only a Chicago legend. He's a radio legend. He's a multimedia legend. He's a radio personality that I grew up on, that your mama grew up on, you know. Depending on how old your mama is. Now, I ain't finna say my big brother is no dinosaur, but but he been around for a minute, man. He a vet in the game. So I want everybody to give it up for my guy, my homie, my partner, my brother, all that stuff. The one and only Dr.Luv is in the building, y'all. I said Dr. building.
Man,
Doc.
dude, first I'm gonna say thank you for having me on. Let me just start with that. But I was looking at your intro, man. You had all these young people, man, and then I was like feeling out of place until I saw my man Deli Dale, and I was like, yeah, OG's in the house.
The OGs, man.
Yes, indeed, man. That's all that young energy, man, which is cool. And I'm looking around at all your graphics, man, your ticker tape going across. I mean, man, this is really, really nice, man. Also, I get to sit home on my couch, so I love this, man.
Man, I'm glad you appreciate it. You know, this one, y'all, is a little special to me. I gotta salute Dr.Luv. I gotta salute my homegirl Sadie Starr because they put me on radio, put me on the show, embraced me. They let me know where I need where the room for improvement is, and I respect it. You know, I know it's all love, and I have a great time with them every Sunday when we get on the radio.
Yeah, that is a good time, brother. It is.
A great time, you know. Me and Doctor, yeah. So y'all got to catch us on the radio, right? This our first time doing the podcast, so ain't no
Yeah.
telling what's finna happen because
Oh,
we
we
can be
gonna talk.
unfiltered and
Yes.
uncensored.
Hey,
But
man, we can say the word R. Kelly without getting in trouble. My goodness, man.
we could talk about Kells, Diddy,
Man, we can say P.
Trump,
Diddy. Hey,
the
I can say
Pope.
OJ.
We can
Okay.
say, and we're not talking
Man,
about Orange. We're not talking about
that's right.
Tropicana.
Man, I can say Bill Cosby and ain't got to worry about getting fined, man.
We can even say Bill Cosby if we want to.
Yes.
No problem.
Yes.
So,
Man, I tell you something, man, and I'm just going to say this about black radio, man. We have to stop handcuffing ourselves and allowing other media to be free. We're enslaving ourselves in radio. I mean, here's the deal, man. Whatever these people do in their personal lives, man, that's their business, man. But it's about art. And when I say art, I mean we gotta keep it real, man. This guy is the king of R&B music, man. At least
But
through
let
the
me
'90s.
ask you something. Let me ask you
Yeah.
something. You done started. Dr. Love, typical Dr. Love. He done
Hmm.
took me all off the schedule. But I just gotta know. Okay. Now I'm not talking about Rob, Free Kills, right? But what if, let's say he was alive. I ain't gonna even say a name. What if what if a Jeffrey Dahmer type had music, right? Should everybody still be riding around bumping his music?
That is an excellent question. And the reason why I say that, man, is because you got to think about history. There were people that were murderers and killers and oppression of people who created art that we still appreciate to this day. I mean, think about it, man. We have the people who fought against our country, who didn't want to be part of our country, yet we named bases after them. And now our government is talking about naming the bases after these people who actually fought against our country. And so
Hmm.
it's so many, man. There's so many dynamics to that. I mean, you think about art. Okay, I think about like directors, man. Like I can't think of Woody's last name, but he married his daughter. That's sick, man.
Yeah.
But we're still watching his movies. Roman
And
Polanski,
that, I think that's
allegedly.
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen, there you go. Roman Pulaski, who was date raping chicks, man, doping them and raping them. You know what I'm saying? He can't even come back in the country because he'll get arrested, but he's still directing movies. Um, I just feel like we have to stop. First of all, two things. None, we need to do our own narratives. Okay, we got to stop letting the news tell you about uh, little Leroy who robbed the store or who took the woman's purse, and start telling you about Uncle Beats, who does fantastic platforms and whatnot, and helps other artists get on so that their talent can be out. We
But
have
do
to
people really
really.
care about that? Just like me and Sadie was talking. She's like, "Oh, let's talk about prison reform or something." And I'm like, people don't care about. Nobody wants the
Well,
medicine. Nobody
can I
wants
tell?
medicine.
Well, hold on now. Let me tell you something. I think it's a platform for everything. I don't think that that's a platform. If you okay, first of all, if you build an audience and you have a bunch of people listening, you can say whatever you want to say. But when
Right.
you're trying to build an audience, you better be entertaining. You better be somebody where they go, you know what? Let me cut off my what is it? One of the little sound things that they listen to. What they listen to? YouTube. What's that? What's that? Like the little music platforms. What do they call them?
The little sound. Y'all see what I have to deal with them? Apple Music, man.
Right,
Spotify.
on Spotify, right. So what's going to tell this person to turn that off and turn on a radio to listen to you? I'm going to tell you, man, program directors got it wrong when they were putting out there, ooh, that person talked too much, blah, blah, blah. And then all of these shows came out where there's no music at all and people sitting there cutting on listening to them. No, people want to engage. They don't want to just hear the record. They want to hear the record in between the engagement. That's why Tom Joyner was so big.
Right. Right.
Because he had great content. But back on Sadie's show, I enjoy Sadie's show. The only thing I want to do on that show is just have more engagement with people. We have great content, but when you engage the people talk to their cousins, their
Let me
family
ask you
members,
about the engaging with that, right?
Hmm.
Wait, first of all, hold on, Dr. Love. We're gonna get right back to engaging. I forgot. I don't want nobody to think I'm being rude to my guest because he's my big brother. But if I go to read the comments, we call that check in with the streets. This is still the hood. I see people is on here speaking to us, and when I don't speak back, they catch me on the street. And
Exactly.
so I got, speaking of engagement, you just made me think of that. Shout out to Corey Conut Wright, top dog of the show in the building. Oh, there she goes. Sadie L. Walker said, "What's up? Salute." Sadie Star Show every Sunday, 8 o'clock, Chicago. Tap in, 106.3. There go my guy, Show Body. Us Before Me, the Thug Bible Movement. Let's Chop It Up podcast. Y'all check them out. I got to call you, Show Body. I ain't talked to you or Boogie Flavors in the house. Shout out to Boogie Flavors all the way from San Diego, Dago, California in the building. Corey Wright. They go to one and only Pretty P in the building. Said, hey, y'all. She said, I listen every Sunday. That's right. That's right. If you're on Facebook, do what Pretty P did and hit at highlights if y'all watching this from Facebook. Uh, Sadie said, hey, you jive turkey.
I bought it back, didn't I?
she, she got you first. Uh, Boogie Flavor said they still listen to Elvis. My
Thank you.
my homie Miguel Andrews, MG in the building. The super host, he hosted my event Friday. Salute to him. He said, be sure to like, listen, and comment, and subscribe. Pretty P said, Sadie L. Walker, I'll see y'all soon. MG said, shout out Dr.Luv. So,
Hold on, before you move on. All those names you said was probably cool people, but the one that stuck in my head was Boogie Flavors. Oh my goodness, man. Is that a name, man? Boogie Flavors.
Boogie Flavor.
Boogie, 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 boogie.
Boogie Flavors, Trey Boogie. Let's
Oh
chop it
man.
up podcast. Y'all tap
Oh,
in with my guy. He
definitely.
he live up to the name too. Um,
We were talking about engagement, and we were
engagement.
also right. Yeah, you
Now this is
you
what I
have
want to
to.
ask you, right?
Yes.
Everywhere I go, somebody talks to me about the radio show. People talk to me about the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, well, why you didn't call in and say something?
Yeah.
And people be like, I just didn't want to call in. I say, well, why you didn't leave a comment? I just don't want to leave a comment. So how different is it now? Because back then, people don't had an option to be on Facebook,
Yes.
comment and stuff. How
Yes.
different is radio now from back in the day when social media didn't exist?
Man, I tell you, I wish I had this when I was on the radio. You know, people don't know this because they only know about me doing radio in Chicago. They don't know, man. I was on V103 in Atlanta. I was
Right.
on 107.9 in Cleveland, WBLS in New York, 97 in Memphis, Tennessee. I mean, I got a history of radio around the country. You know what
Right.
I mean? And so I, I just wish that I had this back then. I could have reached even more. I mean, now you can do a YouTube or a podcast, and you can do an audience in freaking Japan or China or anywhere. And what I
Right.
want to see, man, with young folks, man, I'm old dude, man. I don't mind saying it. I still all my body parts work, so it don't matter. I can say I'm old, but young people should really be taking advantage of the access to the world that they have, man. We didn't have it, man. I'm gonna tell you how old I am, man. We didn't have cell phones when we was teenagers. Man, if cell phone didn't come out till we was grown, okay. And when it came out, none of us could afford that bill. We didn't know that. We got that phone and we got that first bill. I'm talking about, man. They don't know nothing about no $1,000 bill. $1,000 bill came, man. They got phones now for what? $100 a month, man. Take advantage. You have internet, you have access, you can create your own platforms. You have a voice. It's one thing. I mean, I'm tell you, I see girls shaking it and doing all this, man, and I ain't against that. Let's be clear, I ain't against that, but it's so much more that you can do. You have a platform. And I heard somebody say something, man, and you're gonna agree with this. When you were coming up, all you had to do was compete with the guy on the next block. Now you got this internet, and they looking at dude over here in LA and
Whew.
what he doing, and dude
Oh,
down in
man.
Florida,
Man.
and then they get on there and dude saying, "Hey, I'll fly you out here," and they getting on them planes, and man, I'm telling you, I'm like, I see a person I know, they live in a little studio. How you get to Dubai? How did that happen?
Speaking of competing, right? You just said something good. What has happened to this to the way the world is now, right? I remember back in the day, you go get you a fit, say put yourself together, say, man, the women gonna go crazy when I walk in. Nowadays, dudes get a fit, put on their jewelry, and say, man, these dudes gonna be so jealous when they see me. And the women the same way. They going to other women to see them. Like,
Man.
why do you think it's like that now that nobody is focused on love?
Dude, I think that it's a lot of confusion because you're looking at make believe people thinking that it's real. That stuff's not real, man. These folks, man, they are so good at I don't know the word young folks high side, no whatever the word is that the young folks use, but I mean,
Capping.
man, capping. Yeah, man, let me tell you, they will go to an Airbnb and rent the sucker for a month and get a couple of luxury cars and rent them. Go
Right.
to the jewelry store and get the jewelry on loan. Pay the guy to let him wear the stuff. Do videos with the pool party and all that stuff. I saw, man, I saw one where this guy had did that, and the neighbors called the people that own the property. They came back, said, "Get out of here!" They arrested dude facing charges. Eh, Dude was, I think he was the lawn guy. I think he was in charge of cutting the grass and keeping the grass cut and everything, and he had a party there, man.
But honestly though, Doctor Love, is anything wrong with that when most of the biggest movies ever made were fiction?
But that was entertainment, and that's why I say they're mixing up entertainment, not real, with real. I mean, man, I get in an argument with people all the time talking about what they saw on TikTok and what they. I said
Right.
that's not real. That's not real, and it don't last, man. There are a couple of what you call kings and queens of doing that, and they raking in the money. Others are faking. They are faking, man. And instead of faking, you could really have some real stuff if you just work. Everybody wants stuff now. Don't nobody want to put in no time. And you gave examples of that, man. Here's an example. When you talk to somebody about going in the studio or doing a thing, first thing you say to them is, "What is your budget?" They get offended. What do you mean, what's my budget? No, man, I need to know your budget so I know how to spend your money, so I
Right.
can give you the most for your money.
Right. That's
They
that's it.
faking.
They think it's a con.
Right. They think you own a funeral home and you want to see their insurance papers, man. Come on, man. Yeah, I went there.
I I want to ask you about a few trending topics, right? Because you just, I mean, this is Dr. Love, y'all, so he gonna find all it. He full of the trending topics anyway. But I want to know, what do you think when they said these are the cities that got black mayors? Chicago, crime is down 33%.
Hmm.
Birmingham, homicide is down 52%. Jackson, Mississippi, crime is down 40%. Do you think that makes a difference that those are black mayors there, or is just a coincidence?
Wow. Great question. I remember when Atlanta got their first black mayor, and the first thing he did when he came in was fire all the white people who had top positions. So I'm one of those people, man. I don't know. Young folks gonna probably get mad. I don't care, man. I'm in, like I said, I live in the real world. I am a black man. Okay? I can't do nothing about that. That's what God wanted me to be. But you know what? I think God wanted me to be more than a black man. God wanted me to be a human. When I watch television, man, and I'm getting emotional, man. I'm sorry about, man. I'm getting emotional thinking about this. When I see a young person get shot, and they say black man got shot by a white man, it diminishes him as a human. No, it should be human killed another human. When we start doing the game of the black and white, we play into the game of the hierarchies that want to separate us and want to keep us down, man. And I've been blessed that I get to hang around a lot of different people, so I get to see a lot of different things. And that's why when I think about my I call them children, young folks who have not seen or done anything off the block. Every time I'm on the show, man, what do I say to people? I say, get the kids off the block. Let them see that there's more out there, because the more they see, the more they're gonna want, the more they're gonna work. Do I think it's a coincidence that the black mayors have a little crime? No, I don't. I think that communities are saying, I'm tired of this bull crap, and they're picking up the phone and they're saying, hey, this fool on the corner selling dope, I'm paying these high taxes. No, man. And you know what? And I don't knock anybody's game or hustle, but you can't do it in front of my house. You got to be innovative. You know what I'm saying? You got to. I'm serious, man. You got to go somewhere, where these people who are trying to buy your stuff ain't coming in the neighborhood, and now they busting out windows so they can go try to sell something so they can get it. You got to be. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get in trouble when I say this. You got to be innovative, like people who create businesses that do construction, that do pick up garbage, that do. I mean, they thought about it. This thing here, running around, shoot 'em up, man, it's nothing. I mean, man, you get my age and you see the world, and you look back and you hear about some kid 18 not here anymore. He ain't. It ain't even got good until you got older. It hasn't gotten good until you can pull
You
in the
got good.
driveway to your house, man. You know what I'm saying?
I
You ain't seen it.
ain't even got good. Um, what you saying it ain't even got good? This is what I want to know, right?
Yes,
Because
sir.
I think so many people just overlook this. So you was once my age. You was like 25 plus some years.
Yes, yes, yes.
So what do you say is a good age to start setting up for retirement? Because like I'm
Ah,
working on that right now.
dude, can I tell you something? This is where we get back into the black and white thing, man. Here the deal, man. When I started working, man, I ain't care nothing about no retirement. I cared about going down to Atlanta and, John, I ain't gonna say, but you know where you with them
Right.
chicken wings and stuff at, man. I was talking about kicking it. And my coworkers who are white pulled me to the side and said, "Hey, man, how much money are you having them take out your check to put to the side for your future?" I said, "Man, I ain't giving them my money. I spend my money." But they said, "No, you're losing. You know why you're losing? Because you're allowing them not to have to give you more money. See, when you do those investments, they have to match it up to a certain point. So if you're not doing the investment, now you're not getting the money. If we could talk to these kids and tell them they should do it as soon as they get a job. They should be setting up for retirement as soon as they get one. And then you got to teach them discipline too. Problem with schools is they don't teach financial literacy. They don't teach us how to save, how to spend. So when I see a person who's living check to check and now they done bought a $4,000 purse, I go, wow, do you know what you could have done with that $4,000? You could have went to Hawaii. You
Right.
could have went to Japan. You could have seen the world. It's like the person, man, like I'm gonna tell you, it's kids are buying these Hellcats. They 70, $80,000, man. I'm like,
Those are
wow.
those are nice if you like cheap cars. The kid,
But I'm just saying though, man, not to get into what I do for a living, but I had a kid, man. He got into a wreck and he
right.
didn't have insurance. He didn't have insurance, man. Now you've ruined life. No one's going to give you credit. And if they do give you credit, gonna be 30, 40% interest, which means you never pay for what you're trying to get. We gotta educate our people, our young people on financial literacy. We gotta teach them. Forget the flash, forget who you showing off for. Are you showing off for another guy? You shouldn't be showing off for another guy unless you're trying to date him. I mean, I'm just keeping it real, man. Now, if you're trying to date him, that ain't none of my business. That's a whole nother world.
Right.
But you shouldn't be showing off for the girl. You know why you shouldn't show off for the girl? Because she not gonna be with you when the bigger bag come along. Let's just be honest about this stuff, man.
I think everybody get confused with financial literacy because they don't understand everybody's situation is different, right?
Yes.
I was I was smack dead in the heart of the hood the other day, right?
Hmm.
So somebody's just, and I'm not going to even say they was bragging. They just feel blessed to have the stuff that they have. So they showing me their new car, nice car too, nice car. But I'm like, man, I would have moved from over here, man, before I bought this car. That's
Yes.
what I'm saying to myself. And like they don't even have a clue that moving should have been the priority over getting this
Exactly.
expensive car. So it's just
Exactly.
like I think people just watch what other people doing. You're watching what this next person doing, but you don't know where they live at. You don't know what they set up is. So
Yes.
some people might have the car, but they can't go on a trip now because
Ain't
they
that the
bought the
truth?
car.
Hell, they
So
can't pay the car note. You talking about got the car? You had
right,
that car this year, and next year, oh, I had to get rid of that car. Yeah, you got rid of it, all right. The bank came and got it. Man, it just saddens me, but I think it's our responsibility to talk to younger people. They may not be listening right then when you talk to them, but later on, it'll ring in their head, and they'll be like, "Wait a minute, you know what? So and so gave me game on this." Man, let me tell you, when I see somebody with an expensive car, I'm happy for them if they have a lot of other money. But if
right,
they don't have a lot of other money, I say, you're bragging about this car that you purchased, But the person who's really should be bragging is the one who sold it to you because he got a lot full of them. He's steady selling them to you. You know what I'm saying, man? It's
You know
just,
what?
yeah.
You know what? I gotta get to the streets and see what they saying. But I'm gonna tell you something about with me with about expensive cars. Not to put his business out there, but the man ride motorcycles, all type of stuff. He got some nerve.
Right.
But not to put it out there. But what I'm saying is, I think it's just levels for that. I remember the time that my daddy had this rusty Monte Carlo that we used to ride in,
Mm-hmm.
this
Mm-hmm.
raggedy telephone van. But
Mm-hmm.
but he always rode vans. So I'll never forget in '99, he like, hey man, take me to the dealership. I'm finna grab a Cadillac. And I'm like, yeah, right. You ain't getting no Cadillac. So I go to the dealership with him, and when we get there, I'm like, why didn't you get a Cadillac when we was growing up? And he said, man, I had a house full of kids. Y'all weren't finna mess my car up. I had to have a van. So it's like, so with him getting that, I understand that too. He don't have them kids to take care of no more either. And he got the better
Yes.
house. So now, yeah, go ahead and get that ride.
Yes.
It's like, why
Yes.
not get it? But I think people just get their steps confused on how to do it. Because, it's like, I can't leave my car parked in the hood all night. I'm
You
sorry.
sure can't. You can't do it, man. Because two things are happening with that. One person think that you putting it in their face. Like, look, you think you better than me because you got that car. Now I'm angry at you because you coming over here and you putting this in my face. They
Right.
not knowing you just living your life.
You just live
But
life.
when you come over there like that, and hey man, I always say this to people: if you can afford that expensive car, you can get your little runaround car.
You can get you a good
You
runner
get
right.
your little runaround car, and when you go over there, because you want to show love, you surely it's important to go back because you got to talk to them. You got to give back. Just you got to do that. But when you go over there with that ride like that, yeah, a couple of them might be like, "Man, that's my man," but the other one's like, "Okay, all right, dude, you think you got it like that? All right, we'll
And
see you."
that is so true. Let's check in with the street, Dr. Love, because
Please check in with the
you
street.
got them going crazy, man. You got them going crazy. Um, K Easy Grease is in the building.
Yeah, the building.
You know what I gotta do? Hold on, TikTok. I gotta get off TikTok. I need somebody to do it just because Dr. Love you. Hold on. TikTok, y'all come over to YouTube. Come over to YouTube. Hold on, because I need to be able to do this. Just because Dr. Love is here, y'all, I want to do something, y'all. We're going to do this because Dr. Love is here. Hold on, Dr. Love. I'm going to do this for you. Because Conut said it. He pointed it out to me. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this right. Hold on, I'm messing up, y'all. I'm messing up. I'm messing up. Hold on. There y'all go. Y'all can call in and talk to Dr. Love too. How about
What? Get out of here.
that?
You
how,
got to be kidding me,
how
man.
about that? Somebody call in and talk to Dr. Love too. Tell us what you think. So, now with this being said, Dr. Love,
Yes, sir.
we talking about the financial literacy. I heard you say I'm sorry. I'm sorry, streets. I'm sorry, streets. Y'all Dr. Love got me nervous, y'all, because he gonna critique me later like he do with the radio. Hold on, I'm finna tell y'all. K Easy in the building. Salute to K Easy. He said salute Hood Hierarchy, Leon Jones, and Dr. Love. He said we got Pretty P say they be fronting they move, Dr. Love. That's what they call it when people acting like they
See there, y'all gonna hit me to get me some good lingo. They be
front
what now? How do you say it again?
fronting they move is what they
Fronting the
say.
move, man.
There you go.
Fronting the move. Did it sound cool like when I said it? You fronting the move, man.
We got my guy Quaalude all the way from Albany, New York. He said salute.
Oh,
They got my partner D Sturgis in the building. Pretty P said talk. Boogie Flavor said um, house first, then let the house get you a car.
come
Folks
on,
have a
man.
nice car,
Preach.
but live in an apartment or their parents. Shaking their
Exactly.
Taking
Now
my
hold on now, Boogie. Boogie, I got to say something about that there, man. It ain't nothing wrong with staying home and stacking your dollars. If you can get along with your mama and your daddy, you stay there as long as you can if you're not married, and you stack your dollars. Stack that money.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I parked nice cars in my mama driveway for a long time. I even had houses in some kind of way it always turned to the hangout. All my friends end up living with me, be there. And I would still go have to stay at my mama house to have some peace. So it's like it ain't always bad if you like you say you're saving, being at home. Some of you
Exactly.
some people just be running the street anyway. It's like it ain't even no reason to be stationary, you know. I
Man,
know no
I know
reason.
a lady who lives at home, and because she got a super good job, man, make big money, but because she stays at home, she travels every month. Do you hear me? Every month she going somewhere, going to Greece, going to whatever, because she's got the money to do it. She's got throwaway money.
Yeah,
Throwaway money.
when you travel a lot, not even at home. You know, sometimes I go in my crib and I be like, why? Why do I even need this room? Why do I need this? Why? When you travel a lot, it really ain't no good to you. Susan D said, wisdom, Dr. Love.
Oh, love to you, gorgeous.
And there go your girl, Miss Jazz. She on here, she said, well, go put in the work and they could have it too.
Now, who is
Right.
that? You say her name is Jazz?
Yeah, I think you heard of her before. She be on
I've
the
heard that name, man.
she be on the radio. She got a
Oh,
podcast too.
really? I
Yeah,
heard
she
she
be
does
on.
interviews, right?
Yeah, she co-hosts the Sadie Star Show with me, Dr. Love.
Oh, Jazz, yeah. I give her a hard time, man. Cause she the new. It's like hazing, man. She the newbie on the block. I give her a hard time, but behind the scenes, I be giving her the business too, man. Cause I want her to sound good and I want her to be great. You know what I
Right,
mean? I don't mind giving because it was given to me, man. I want to, let me just I put some notes here, man. I want to just share something with you, man. First of all, when I hear people say I did this on my own, didn't nobody help, that's bull.
right.
Somebody helped you in some kind of way, either
And Jazz
by
said, "I love
yeah.
me some Dr. Love." But
Who
keep
said that?
that's what Jazz said. I love me some.
Oh man, right back at you, gorgeous. But everybody gets some help in some kind of way, even if it's watching other people do it. So I will never ever in my life say, "Hey man, I had a great radio career because I'm just talented." No, man, I had opportunity. First guy that put my voice on the radio was a guy named Keith Edwards. He had a club downtown, man, right? And I was doing promotion for the club. That's what I used to do before all radio. I was popular in the city before radio ever happened because I
Right,
did nightclub and concert promotion.
right,
So I go in the studio with him. He used to cut these commercials, and I asked him, I said, "Hey man, can I do one just so I can have a tape of myself? I'm just playing, man." So I go in there, man, and some young folks ain't gonna remember, but the older people gonna remember. Man, I went in there and I went the Comfort Zone, 215 West Chicago Avenue, and so he's in his car and he's playing the tape, for his people. He wanted his people to hear this tape.
right,
So back then, you remember we used to have them the cassette tapes. Kids don't know what that is, but we had the
right,
cassette tapes, and it was only like a 5 minute tape, for commercials. So when it
right,
got to the end, it played on the other side, and
right.
everybody said, "Whoa, man, who is that?" And he said, "That's when I knew who was going to be doing my commercials from now on." And I did the commercials for the club. I did concert commercials for him. And then a guy came to town named Rick Party. He was doing radio, and we met out. We was just hanging out, guys. At different places. He said, "Man, you're too talented for people not to hear you. I'm bringing you on my show." That's when Dr. Love was born, man, on the
Well,
Rick Party show.
well, you
You
know
know.
what? Since you doing that, this is hierarchy, Dr. Love.
Yes, sir.
One thing we do is we screen everybody. We gotta know something about you. So with that being said, Dr. Love, what city and state are you from?
Oh no, I'm from Chicago. Now here's a fascinating thing about that, man. Born and raised on the south side, but all my good friends are on the west side. And
Oh,
so my partners who we had a production company called Jackpot Productions, they were all from the west side. And so it was me, my buddy Ed, my buddy Ramon. Ramon knew everybody in the streets.
Right.
Ed was the businessman, and I was the one that was doing the promotion, getting the talent. When I tell you the people that we bought in town first, before anybody, we were first to bring Notorious Big here. We were
Right.
first to bring Faith Evans here. I
Right.
would meet, because I would travel, man. I would meet people out, man, and people just we got along. You know what I mean? And they would say, "Hey." And every time Faith Evans came to town when she was hot back then, I don't care what station she was on. She said, "I'm shouting out to my guy, Dr.Luv." That's the kind of love we had, man. Listen, we brought Joe to see here.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. So many, man. It's in my head. Craig Mack, Tony Braxton. We were first to bring her here. We weren't the first to bring him here, but we did a show with Brian McKnight. That's when he was popular.
Well, hold on, Doctor Love. Hold on,
Yes, sir.
Doctor Love. Hold on,
Yes,
Doctor Love.
sir. Yes, sir.
We need to know more. So, what high school did you go to?
Oh man, we're gonna do that. All right. You know what? What the heck? What the heck? I'm gonna share some stuff that I have never shared, man. Okay.
I hear that.
All right, here we go, man. I grew up in the hood, but my mother wanted her kids to have a good education. So I went to private school most of my life. So my freshman, sophomore year, I went to a school called Mendel.
Mendel.
Mendel was an all boys school, but
Right.
it gave the best parties in the city of Chicago. It was a bi level set. A guy named Kirk Townsend used to put these sets on, man. It was the
Right.
first bi level set in the city of Chicago. I think Tupelo, maybe on the west side, did it later, but it was the first one. And all the girls, because when you go to private school, you go to all boys school, it was all girls school. So all girls schools came to the all boys school for the party.
Right.
Well, I was there for 2 years, and I said to my parents, I didn't wanna do that anymore. I want another experience, man. I didn't like it. It
Right.
wasn't that it was an all boys school. It was I had issues with administration. I had issues with how the business of it went. I had issues with
Right.
how they treated us,
Oh, they
you
was real
know?
strict.
It wasn't about the strictness, man. I don't want to say something negative about my alma mater. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying not to say that, but there were certain people there that were not us who did not like us. You know
Okay.
what I mean? And they made it very clear on how they treated us.
Right.
So I said, I want to go to a public school. And
Right.
I knew where I wanted to go, man. I wanted to go to Kenwood Academy, baby.
Oh.
No, no. Got to tell the whole story. So me and my dad went down to Kenwood, and because I went to private school, you have a lot of classes, man. So I really had enough credits after my sophomore year to graduate from high school, man.
Right.
So I went to Kenwood. They said, no problem. Welcome to Kenwood. Me and my dad was looking around. My dad said, boy, you going to love it here. I said, I know, man. I'm telling you, Kenwood is the
Okay.
maker of some of the most beautiful women ever to come out of Chicago. Bar none, I say that. I don't care what anybody else say. So one day I'm sitting in the living room, I'm all excited about how I'm gonna go to Kenwood. My mom sits down. She say, "Hit a deal. You got two choices. You gonna go back to Mendel?" I said, "I ain't going back there." She said, "All right, you going to CVS?" I said, "I guess I'm a Cavalier." So man, I wasn't going back there. I went to CVS, man. And as much as I love CVS, I still hung at Kenwood all the time. I hung at Kenwood so much, I'm in their yearbook.
What?
Dude, people who went to Kenwood to this day still think that I went to Kenwood. But I did not go to Kenwood. I graduated from CVS, Cavalier, man. But I love them Broncos. I ain't gonna lie, man. Oh my goodness. Wait,
CBS.
you got
I
that out
just
of you know
wrote.
no one has ever gotten that out of me before. You're the first one, man. I've never admitted
Yeah.
to that.
Okay. Hood hierarchy exclusive. Yes.
Exclusive, man.
CVS is just a big school. I rode past CVS
They're
yesterday. I'm just
huge.
like, CVS is just
Yeah,
humongous.
but it was full back then.
I got another question for you.
Yes, sir.
This is right up your alley too.
Okay.
You live Chicago. If someone is in Chicago and they want to get something to eat, none of that classy stuff, Dr. Love. What's
Hmm.
the hood restaurant you can send them to?
Wow. I don't even, man, the hood restaurants I used to go to aren't even open. So now it would probably be the one out west. Man, I'm having a brain thing. Oh man, what's the name of it, man? Oh, you got to help me. What's the name? If you say it, I'll know that that's what it is. But it's very.
MacArthur's?
That's it, man. That's it.
Okay,
You would
okay.
go to MacArthur's, man.
I
Yeah,
can,
if
I
you
can,
really
I
wanted a hood
can,
experience, man.
I can live with MacArthur's.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be fun right here.
Uh-oh.
Just give me your top three. I'm gonna say R&B with you. Top three R&B singers of all time, male
Wow. Why you want to do that,
or
man?
female.
Wow. See, all time is hard, man.
All time.
Oh,
Top
man,
three.
man.
No
Oh,
particular order, just top three.
yeah, man. Of course, Marvin Gaye, man. I mean,
That's the great.
but see, man, then it gets hard because I liked Otis Redding. See, I ain't got no top three, man. I liked Isaac Hayes. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying, man? I mean, Barry White, you know?
I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
easier to do top three rappers. It's hard to do a top three R&B.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wanna say this, man. I mean, man, I speak truth. I don't play games. I don't bull jive.
Right.
Th- This boy R. Kelly, what I liked about him, man, wasn't just the fact that he was a good entertainer, but he was what I call a chameleon because he would take on different forms. When he first started out, kids ain't gonna remember, but he had a song called Vibe. Okay. You got that vibe.
Right.
And I was, man, that was what's the group Guy? What was the fella? I can't
Aaron
Aaron
Hall
Hall.
didn't appreciate Vibe at
Not
all.
at all, baby, because I'm telling you, man, hey, Rob would listen and he would take something and he would turn it into his own, man.
Right.
I mean, man, Rob went from 12 play and all the way to stepping in the name of love and then went back to I believe I can fly. I mean,
Right.
you talk about genius, man. But spell my name wrong. That's Luv. Dr. Love is spelled Druv. But the guy to me was a chameleon in how he could bring on these different forms and recreate himself.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell people something. First of all, I hung out with R. Kelly in the early days. You'll see pictures and images of me and him, and this was before any.
Did y'all hang together at Kenwood?
No, no, no. But and then, man, now I'm gonna tell you too, man. I'm glad you brought this up, man. I know people saw those documentaries and all that stuff. You got to remember that's reality TV. That's not real, man. Some of them people that were being interviewed, man. I'm from Chicago. I didn't know who those people were. Talking about how they used to hang with him and what he used to do. I'm
Right.
still asking around people like, who was that? And nobody knows.
Right.
Also, some of these people who are talking about, oh, I saw him do this and I saw him do that. Well, that means you're a criminal. If you saw somebody doing a criminal thing and you didn't report it, you were with the criminality then. I don't buy that. Man, don't get me going, man. But oh man, back on the top guys and all that stuff. Um R. Kelly would be in there, and I'm gonna tell you this: people gonna say, "Man, what you talking about?" I never ever thought that he was particularly a balladeer. I never thought that. I thought that, like Mary J. Blige, that he had a unique style and a unique sound, and I thought that's what separated him from others. And when you talk about balladeers, what's that guy from Mint Condition and what's the other guy, Usher? And I mean, there are guys that I mean, when they sing the tonality. You know what I mean? I thought Rob had soul, and I thought that's like James Brown. James Brown wasn't no great singer. You know what I'm saying? James Brown had soul, baby. And when he opened up his mouth, ha, hey, Nate, play. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, here's about the beat the You know what I'm saying? I remember, man. I saw a documentary. The band said they didn't know what the heck he was doing, man. It's like we don't know what this dude doing. We don't know what he's saying. Um, so I don't have a top three, man. I really don't,
Hey,
man.
Dr. Love,
That's just hard. Yeah.
know the hardest James Brown song? Because they used it in a movie. But when
You're not talking about living in America.
not yet. Uh, what is that?
This is a
I think
man's
Black
world.
Black Caesar. When Fred
Oh.
Williamson is playing and they walking and they playing "Paid the Cost to Be the Boss," and he got
Ooh.
him.
That's Chicago song there, man. That's like when you used to go to all the old lounges and the players would be in there, man.
Right.
That's old school stuff there, man. Pay the cost to be the boss. And the guys would get out, Bishop would have the players' balls and the guys would pull up and that song be playing, they be walking down the red carpet in there.
You know.
Man, you talk
You know.
about a good day. People don't know this, man. I actually I hosted, I'd say at least about 4 or 5 of those players' balls, man.
Oh
You
wow.
know,
What's
yeah.
a memory of the players' ball you can give us?
Ice T and Snoop Dogg and me standing on stage with them and them acknowledging me that I exist. Also, the biggest thing, I hope I get their name right, the Hutland brothers. Oh no, I'm not saying it right. It's these twins and they're directors and they directed like American Pimp or something like that, and they follow Bishop around and these guys, man, they were so good to me uh, at the Players Ball. They included me and stuff. And then they were staying in a really fancy hotel downtown. They had me come down there so I can get radio drops. Oh man, I so disrespectful that I can't think of their name, man. I feel so bad.
Mm.
Um, it'll happen to all of you all when you get older. You'll know people, but you will forget their name. You'll bump into people you haven't seen in a while. You'll be very happy to see them, and you'll be like, "What's up, man?" You will not say their name because you can't remember it,
Right.
but they still dear to you in your heart. But it's because it's like a hard drive. I got a whole lot of information up there, and only the good stuff
Oh, wait,
stays in
Dr.
front.
Love, I'm not done with you explaining how old you is the way you can't remember nothing. I got I gotta know something else.
Yes, sir.
What's Dr. Love's favorite hood movie?
Hood movie.
You
See,
know,
it's
black
not,
black
but
people.
it's
Black
yeah, but
people.
it's not a hood movie to me, man. Five Heartbeats is my favorite, man.
That's hood. We watched that
Oh,
in the
really?
hood.
Nights like this, I wish
Nights like
raindrops would fall. Man, come on, man.
yeah, that's
That's my movie,
one
man.
of the greatest. One of the
Cooley
greatest.
High. These kids don't know about that one, but Cooley High,
Go
man,
watch.
you got to see that. Cooley High, man. Woo, man, that was a movie, man. Made here in Chicago about the high school Cooley High, man. You got to see that. Let's see. Hood movies. Man, it's they there, like I said about your
You
memory.
hit it though.
Yeah.
That's it. Flat Heartbeats cool. You know I read something.
What you read?
They said Harlem Nights was Eddie Murphy's worst movie.
Man, everybody got an opinion. I'll just say that. But I also say that what's entertaining to one person may not be entertaining to another. Cause I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say this. People gonna be like, "What the heck he talking about?" Man, there's a movie called La La Land. I freaking love this movie, man. I don't care about nobody saying, "Man, what you doing?" No, I love that movie, and I love the movie because even the title. La La Land throws you off. And what people don't understand, La La Land is Hollywood. That's where everybody goes to become a star. And
Right.
so what it's about, man, is these people who went out to LA to become stars. And
Right.
it's so crazy, man, because one guy was like a jazz blues type musician and his girlfriend was an actress. And she was giving up on acting. And he told her, "No, babe, you can do this." And he made her go to this rehearsal. She got the part. She went to Paris to be in the movie. She never came back to him.
Right.
And then, you know, years later, he's living his life. She's living her life. She's married. He's still single. But what I liked what this movie did, it showed what if that didn't happen that way. What if she went, got in the movie, came back, and they were together and they had children and had a great life. And then after it showed you the what if, it went back to the reality of what is.
Right.
I really like that movie. I mean, hey man, like I say, different strokes, different folks. I'm an eclectic person. I want it all, man. I mean, like I'm a house head, but man, I like some Parliament Funkadelics, man. I like the Brothers Johnson. Kids don't know nothing
That is
about
a
that.
Brothers Johnson.
Yeah, strawberry letter
Hello, my
23.
love.
Yes, yes. I heard a kiss from you. Y'all better get, man. Y'all got to know history. When you know history, future is easy. You don't make the same mistakes and you build on it. When I talk to somebody and they don't know anything about the past, I go, "Man, what foundation are you building off of then, man? You got to
what
know
what make
something."
you what make you know that though? What was that taught to you, or you just said, "Man, I want to know history"?
Oh man, you know what's crazy? Kids need to do this. I was a youngster. I hung out with older people, man. You know what I mean? I was immersed with people who were older, and it didn't matter. Man, one thing young folks don't get: you think the only person that can teach you something is somebody who got something, but that ain't. No, the person that can teach you something is somebody who's gone through something. and they
Right.
can share with you their experience. And so when like, man, I was at a function, man. I'm not gonna say no names. I was at a function, man, and it was a real nice function. And there was a guy there, and he had some deformities, man. Like one of his shoulders are like this, and
Right.
he had the big eye, that kind of thing. And folks was like looking at him like he was a leopard, man. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
went over to the brother and talked to him. Seemed like a nice fella. And then when the celebrities came, I told all of them, I said, I want you to know this guy was the first one here. This guy was sitting here while they were still putting stuff together. Them celebrities took pictures with him. Sometimes you can make somebody's life, man. You know what I'm saying? Just being good.
Right.
It's whenever I hear somebody brag about, I tear this mother up, that's a person that can never build anything. That's why they're bragging about tearing it up, because they ain't got nothing to offer. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. I gotta stop saying that then, huh?
Yeah, yeah, you gotta stop saying that, man. I tear this mother up. No, man.
Well,
Build something, create something, leave a
with somebody
legacy.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And also, people better know if it's somebody in your crew and they ain't good for you, it ain't personal. You gotta let them know, look, man, I can't rock with you like this. I mean, I come around, I'll say hello to you, but you can't roll with me if you're not learning. I'm trying to school you and teach you, but you can't go places with me, man, and it be a bad experience. It should be a good experience. I'm opening up the world to you, and you closing the world for me. You're not my guy if you're doing that.
I
Real
gotta
talk.
ask you something, Dr. Love, and
Yes, sir.
I think if somebody's listening, hold on, I gotta take this off because I'm gonna make a clip of it. Hold on. I think if somebody's listening, this could help them, right? Now, I watch you. Like I know you going I know him, y'all. He's gonna critique me about the podcast on what he saw good, what he saw needs
Hmm.
to be changed, right?
Yes, sir.
And I like with the radio show, right? I watch you come in and you treat it like it's the Dr. Love show. And what I mean by that is not saying that you do most of the talking or nothing. It's like you be wanting everything perfect.
Hmm.
And it's still the Sadie Star show. But
Yes.
you be wanting everything perfect.
Yes.
So what I want to know is how do you teach yourself to bow down to other people and let them be the boss, but you still trying to help them accomplish their goal? Like how did you learn how to do that? Because everybody can't do that.
I would say to anyone, it is always a continuous learning process. There's no perfection, it's just continuing to build and get better. When I come into that show, and I want to tell you something, man. Here's the deal. I feel like I was blessed, like I was telling you earlier, with opportunity and people. It's really, man, it's a talented person on every block.
Right.
Does that person get the opportunity to show that talent? And so when I come into that show, man, I want everyone to shine. And so when I'm giving you all information, I'm giving you also history to make it even easier so things go smoother. I want when people like, and you learn some stuff like when we talk now, we can't all talk at the same time because if we're all talking, no one's listening. That's just a fact. So the first thing I do when I come in is I look at the producer. I
Right.
talk to the producer. I make sure that me and the producer are on the same page. So I would say I would look at myself, just me, just I'm giving myself a title. I would look at myself as an executive producer. I would look at the person running the board and everything as a producer. I would
Right.
look at the talent as the star.
Right.
And my thing is with the star, I gotta keep the star looking good. And I may say something or do something, and the star may not understand it at that point that I'm doing it. But
Right.
later, if they watch and listen to the show, they'll say, "Oh, you know what? He was trying to bring that back around." We had a guy. I don't know if you remember. We had a guy on the show and he was talking about all these people that he hung out with and these celebrities and he did this and did that. And I said, "Hey dude, I know you like to talk, but hey man, it's only an hour show." I don't know, he was one of the guests that called in from LA. You remember that guy? But he was
I
really
do.
an incredible dude. He had an incredible history.
I do.
But we had a format. Our format is that we come on, we introduce ourselves, we kind of talk about, things, And what that does, I'm gonna tell you why we do that. That gets people interested in us. It's personal now. We're not just some people on the radio to them. When Sadie says, "So what you have going on? What did you do this weekend?" People are like, "Well, what did he do this weekend?" It's about engaging. You know what I'm saying? And then there are times during the show you'll notice, like if we get long winded, I'm gonna jump in there and say, "Hey, if you just got in your car, I want you to know who you're listening to. You're
Right.
listening to the Sadie Star Show. You ain't never heard me on somebody else's show. Hey, I'm Dr. Love. Do you know who I am? I
Right.
don't, I don't do that. I make everybody else look good. I don't think I ever say my name except for at the beginning of the
Well,
show when I
you
get
taught
introduced.
me. You
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
don't even
yes,
remember early in the beginning. You taught me like, well, this ain't a podcast. It's a format to this, and I get
exactly,
it because it's a format to my podcast. So you're like, hey,
exactly,
we don't have a bunch of time, so you gotta really know how to get in there and swing and knock it out. You
exactly.
can't be jabbing all day dancing around the ring.
Exactly. It's just one
And
punch, not 1-2 punch. Right.
yeah, and you told me that I'm like, oh, he's right. We gotta
And I'm you know what? I'm gonna work with Jazz on that because Jazz is a very nice person. And so she's just sitting there listening.
right,
But by the time we've done all of that, when she ready to come in, it's time to go to break.
right,
So what I want to teach her is to let us know that she has something that she wants to say. But think about it before you say it. If you think about it, that's my secret, man. Before I open up my mouth, I've already thought about what I'm going to say. So I can get it in, I can get it out because I thought about it. So I want her to think about what she's going to say. And then when I throw it to her, she can get in, she can come out. But also, everybody also remember like hierarchy. Got to remember how it go. Sadie the star, I'm the
right,
co, you the co, she
right,
the co-is. Okay, you got to know that the star of the show is going to command. Anytime they open up their mouth, we become listeners. We don't
right,
go back at them and go, "Hey," and the star has got to realize that she has co-hosts that are there to support her. So you got to keep us in the loop of what's going on. If you don't keep us in the loop, we just sitting there. You can't
right,
surprise us unless you know what the surprise is. If we can't handle the surprise and to come back to you, now you can handle the fact that we don't know what the surprise is. We couldn't handle it, but that's okay. I got it because that's what I do to you. When I mess with you, I'll throw something at you, and you'll be like, "Oh," but I'll have a response, so I have something ready just in case
right.
you weren't ready for what I throw at you. And then when I tell you about Jazz, what I love about her is that she take it on the chin, man. She takes it. I hit her every week with something. She'll come on. I'll be like, "Man, who is this girl coming up in here?" And she don't come back with no, "Well, hey," no, she said, "Hey, y'all, I'm Jazz. I'm here. That's who I am." That's good radio. That's all I care about, man, is good radio.
Let me ask you this, right?
Yes, sir.
So I done the show with just me and Sadie, me and you. I haven't did just me and Jazz, right? So I want to know, like, how many people do you think is a good number to have on a show?
Okay. That's a great question, man. I'm going to be honest with you. There, to me, it's just my opinion. There are three kinds of formats to do good radio. One is just one person.
Okay.
Another one is a person and a co-host.
Right.
And another one would be a trio.
Okay.
That's really it. But in this particular case, though, I think it's good for the four because there are going to be many times where I'm not there. I mean,
Right.
I'm traveling, I'm doing stuff. You know what I mean? But I want to lay out a format so when I'm not there, you don't deviate from the format. Things that you have to remember when you're doing radio is what is radio. Radio is not podcast. Podcast is what we doing. We can just sit here and talk all day long. That's what we
Right.
do. You know, radio, you have to have format. You have to have engagement, and you have to have space and gaps for your advertisers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I would be
That's
like
everything.
right. Let me tell you something. Even if I didn't have a spot, I would be like to one of my people who I know have a business, say, "Hey, look, I'm gonna do a commercial for your thing. I come here and I get my nails done or whatever. I do this spot. I'm not coming here paying him to do these nails no more. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
mean, I'm gonna have something going on.
Right.
That's what I would do. But I'm there to support and I'm there to help format. But I'm gonna tell you, man, all I ask for, I ain't asking for nothing but appreciation. If I know I'm appreciated, I'm gonna be there. If I feel like, oh well,
How important
so
is,
so,
is appreciation? Because
yes,
people
yes,
act like they don't like appreciation. I do, but none is like a good ego stroke every now and then. A pat
exactly.
on the back. So
There
how
ain't nothing
important
wrong with a good ego stroke. But
okay.
you know what? Because I've done so much, man. It's like, man, okay, I do photography also on the side. And I have a friend, and she's a big time photographer. And you know what she taught me that I want to pass on? The best part isn't about being the greatest photographer. The best part is being able to teach other people to be great photographers so they can be great. So my thing when I come in and do radio, I want to teach other people to be great. So the thing doesn't die. I don't ever want it to get to the point where people are like, I ain't listening to radio. I'm just gonna cut on my this phone and that. It needs to be engagement. That's
Right.
the thing I'm going to push. I'm going matter of fact, on Sadie's show, I'm gonna have Sadie come up with some of these topics going forward.
Right.
Cause I come up with a couple of them and they don't even really make it on the show. I mean, I'll say it at the beginning, but then we end up talking and the subject just go to the wayside. Cause I mean, man, we've had some good ones that we didn't even
Well, guess
expound
what,
on.
Dr. Love?
But
I had stuff that I wanted to ask you, and it went to the wayside. So I think sometimes our conversation just gets so good
yeah.
that it is what just like Sunday, Dr. Love didn't make it because we're gonna close out with what he was doing.
Yes.
But once I saw Billy Ray and Woe Boy was there, and I knew Nate was coming, I said, these people talk too much. We ain't gonna be able to do no calling and stuff. So it's like, it ain't even no reason. There's no reason to waste time trying to figure it out. So it's like sometimes when you got
Oh.
when you
Yeah,
got
you
people
got a house
talking.
full. But you know what we should do though? I mean, I'm just suggesting. At the beginning of the show, we should at least do 2 calls. At the least, get people to call in and let's hear what the people are saying. Because here's the thing, but I found out when I first did, this is gonna knock your socks off, man. The first year I did Dr. Love, I didn't do any appearances. Nobody even knew who Dr. Love was. They just knew they heard him on the radio. And the program director came to me and said, "Hey, man, people want to see Dr. Love. People want to meet Dr. Love. You can't just come in here and do this show no more. You got to do appearances." And I was like, man, you know what I mean? So my first appearance was with Notorious Big. These 3 little guys, I can't think of their name, man. The kids will know them. The 3 little dudes. One of them is popular now. He be in all the movies and dating all the girls. And then Do or Die and Twister.
Right.
And what it was a promotion. I think, what's that school? Way up north, man. What's that area just before you get to Wisconsin? It's way up
Oh,
north.
Zion,
No, no,
Waukegan.
no. Waukegan. Waukegan, we had this school jam thing, the most spirit. And so all you had to do was sign these little index cards, and the most school that sent in the most index cards signed won the school spirit contest, and they got the free concert. And so that was my first appearance, man. And then after that, man,
Wait,
I
so
started to,
so Biggie was in Waukegan before?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Biggie,
Wow.
and it was funny, man. I think of the song he had out then. He wasn't big then, man. I
Okay.
mean, they had that Coogee sweater on now. Do or Die, Twister. It was. I wish I could remember these 3 little guys, man. They were real popular. They were teenage heartthrobs.
Mm.
They had the crazy hairdo and they wore the sunglasses. I think one of them had a
Oh,
patch on his.
immature.
It's got to be them. Yeah, Immature. What's
Okay.
the guy? What's the guy from Immature that's popular now? He's a real popular
What's his name?
guy.
Marcus Houston.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna find that picture so you can post it on your thing, man, so they can
Okay.
see that, man. But that was yeah, man. That's something. I have been doing it, but I didn't want to go out in the world. I didn't want anybody to see me, man. I want to do radio.
How did you How did you come up with Dr. Love?
Great, great, great question, man. Rick Party was my friend. I was always giving this dude advice. He says, "Man, your advice is so good, man. People got to hear you. You got to do it on the radio." And, man, nobody want to hear that. He said, "Man, trust me." So the night we did the show, there wasn't any name. It was people just calling in, and I'm answering questions. And one girl called in and said, "I want to speak to this love doctor, this love doctor guy." And me and Rick looked at each other. Dr. Love. That's when Dr. Love was born, man. The
So
people named me.
I got to know
Uh-huh.
because I got to tell everybody. I put my questions and stuff up on Instagram, YouTube, or whatever. I got that straight from Dr. Love. I even told him, I said, man, I'm finna start doing what you do on the
Yes.
radio,
Yes.
on the internet. So this is what I want to know.
Yes, sir.
Where did you get all your experience about? Because you always got something about relationships, love. How, how
Ah,
did you become this man?
first of all, I feel like I was bamboozled because when I was young, I used to listen to women. I listen, teenagers be talking, and I would listen, and women would say, "I want a man to tell the truth. I want a man that's honest with me." And I was like, I got up and found out that's bull. You can't handle the truth. You don't want the truth. So I learned, man, you got to listen and you got to know, man, like, I'll tell you a situation about my friend. I'm going to talk about me. I know you're trying to get me, but I'm going to talk about my friend. My friend taught me this. It was a girl that he liked. And she said, "I'm not looking for a serious relationship." He said, "Okay, let's just go out." She said, "Okay, I'll go out with you, but we're not going to date." And then they started dating. And then she said, "Well, you know what? I'm not looking to be in nothing exclusive." And then they was exclusive. And then she said, "I don't never want to get married." And then they got married. And he said, "You know what your lesson is? Don't ever listen to them. Never listen to them. Because whatever they saying, it ain't real. They just be saying stuff. When they
Yeah.
say, 'I don't like no flowers,' let a holiday go by like Valentine's Day and don't get that girl no flowers and watch how it be the next day for you. Man, please."
Ladies, leave me out of it, okay? Leave me out of it. I'm not saying I don't agree with them. I'm not saying I do, but I do.
Man, but I also want to say this to ladies out here dating. Man, you got to wise up and you got to stop. I saw that dating show, man, about the balloons and all that bull crap. And I was like, either this is just a show or these are some of the dumbest women I've ever seen in my life, man. Because if I see one more woman tell a guy, "I don't want to date you because I don't like your shoes," or "I don't like what your clothes that you have on," versus "How you gonna treat me? How you treat your mama? How you treat your sisters? How are you respectful to women in general?" I mean, these got to be the dumbest women, man. I mean, this guy's coming on there and they looking for love. That's what the show is, looking for love. And you on here talking about, well, you could have not wore that earring. If you find a good man, ladies, you can go shopping with him and he'll wear whatever you tell him to wear because he wants to appease you. But remember now, ladies, when you dress him up real nice, when you got him looking super fly and he looking good out there, when other women start getting him and he start getting their attention, don't get mad. Don't be mad at him because you had him. You had him. He was just a good guy, and that wasn't good enough for you. Now he's super fly. You done made him look good. You done put him in a nice car. Now he's super fly, and now all your girlfriends want him. Now they sneaking around with him. Don't complain. Look for
Well,
goodness in people. You know
well,
what
I
I'm
gotta
saying?
say this, ladies. When you come to me, be dressed right, have that weed in your head if you need it. I don't care what it is, but you gotta be together for me, cause I'm looking. I am looking. Okay, I just want
Hey,
y'all to know, and
ain't
I'm taking
nobody
a picture
say
with
not be together. You got to be right, but I'm just saying it shouldn't be a detail of clothing. It should be a detail of personality,
you.
behavior.
No,
You know?
I'm with you. It's like the price tag that they put on stuff. Now, I
Yes.
don't care if you got to go to Kohl's to get together. You should have yourself
You should
present.
have yourself together.
But when
Yeah.
they put them price tags on, hold on, let me check in with these streets, Dr. Love.
Check in with the streets, man.
Y'all got me holding Dr. Love hostage, but hey,
Hood hierarchy.
y'all hit that guy, hit that shit. Dr. Love in the building.
That's right. We want them likes.
20 Mr. 20% in the building. Quaalude still with us. Hiope Williams said that
Oh,
part.
that's New Orleans there, baby.
New Orleans
Keopi.
in the building. Send us some
Keopia.
gumbo.
That's right, Ethiopia,
Send us
baby.
some gumbo.
Yes, sir.
I got Monty G staff all the way from Orlando in the building.
Woo, hot brother.
Family on a Mission podcast. Check them out. Pretty P said, salute Dr. Love. Every good leader knows who to follow.
That's right. That's right.
MG said exactly. And shout out Sadie Starr, one of the best on the radio.
Boom.
Jasmine Rains, Miss Jazz, Jazzy Talk Podcast said, you're more than appreciated. Salute to Dr. Love.
Man, thank you. Thank you very much. Speaking of appreciated, man, I wasn't going to bring this up. I'm humble, man, but I received an award 2 weeks ago, man, a Lifetime Achievement Award signed by the President of the United States. Not this guy, but it was a Lifetime Achievement Award. And I told the young lady who gave it to me, her name's Tony Shelton. I told her that for me, it ain't about the award. It's just about being acknowledged, man. Just acknowledge that I'm there. And that's what Pretty P just did. She just acknowledged me. That's all you want. You know what I'm saying? And that's what fellas telling you, man, you want a good woman, just acknowledge her. Acknowledge her existence, acknowledge her presence, let her know that you appreciate her, and stop telling your boys your business, man. Stop going back to the guys talking about what's going on between you and your woman, man. Keep that in your house, man. And women, stop telling your girlfriends about how great your guy is, because then you can't get mad at them when they try to get with him. Keep your mouth shut about your personal life in your house. Stop it. That's
So
just me. That's just me talking.
you giving them some good knowledge. That's right. So I gotta start telling my lady, look at that back on you, baby, baby.
That's right.
That
That's
thing look
right.
good. And I
That's
also
right.
gotta say, tell your friends how good I treat you, baby.
Ah, you trying to up your dating life,
Tell them how
huh?
good I treat you, baby.
Oh my goodness, man! Don't
Post
do
me
it,
on
ladies.
Facebook, baby. Tell them how good I treat
Man,
you.
there's a movie. I didn't finish it because it wasn't a great movie, but there's a movie about a woman and she had a friend and she's bragging to her friend about, how good her guy is and what he does. And I think what happened was they had a bachelor party and the woman, I don't know how her friend ended up to see the bachelor party, but she saw him, little girl sitting on his lap, kind of, doing the dance thing. And so she said, I'm going to tell your woman. He said, please don't tell her. She said, okay, you know that nice purse that you bought her? I want that purse. So he had to buy her that purse, right? Then he bought her his woman some nice earrings. She went around the girl saying, ooh, look at these earrings my man bought me. She said, I want them rings. So then she told her, he's taking me, it's a restaurant where, it's a waiting list to get in. You got to know somebody. It's way up in the top of a building overlooking the city. She said to him, I want you to take me to that restaurant. He said, that's enough. I'm not taking you nowhere. And I'm not giving you another thing. They get to the restaurant. She's sitting at another table right by him. He go over to her. He said, what are you doing? But like I said, it was a terrible movie, so I couldn't finish it. I might now go back and just to see how it ends,
It
but
sound good though.
it sound like a good hood movie, don't it?
No, I said it sound good the way you are breaking it down. I want to see it.
I'm gonna find out the name of it, man. You can post it for your followers.
I gotta ask you a love question, Doctor
Oh,
Love.
anytime, man.
Can't let you. I just can't let you get away. I got you now.
Yes, sir.
So I want to know y'all. Let's see if Doctor Love can help. A friend of mine, not me. So y'all thought I
Yes,
was.
sir. Yes, sir.
They thought I was going to say me. So this is what I want to know, right? If a friend of mine, okay, me, all right. If I done broke up with a woman, and I was really digging at one time, but she just didn't like the fact that you ever heard them say share your blessing?
Yes.
All right, she didn't like the fact that I was her blessing and she should share. So she didn't want me talking to other people. And I told her I was taught that you should share your blessing, right? So we broke up, right?
Man,
Share
you're a
your
mess,
blessing.
man.
We broke up, right? Because she didn't want to share her blessing with other people. So now she called to get back together. But I didn't share the blessing with more people than ever. So should we get back together, Dr. Love?
So look at it like this. What is the advantage to getting back together? I mean, will it bring peace to you? Will you be happy? My whole thing, man, I just want to be happy. When I'm not gonna tell you, but when people find out how old I am, they're shocked, man. They're like, no way. And I tell them, man, it's because I promised myself I was gonna be happy. I wasn't gonna let anybody not let me be happy. And if you can't bring peace and happiness to me, I don't want you in my life. Now, we got to understand, though, men, talking to the brothers out there and others, you got to understand that you got to know your woman's background. You got to know what she's been through. You know what I mean? And that's going to require a lot of patience. It's going to be some times where she come at you and it's going to be left field and you're going to be like, what in the heck is going on? But you got to be patient if you know her background and what she went through before she got to you. So this woman, what is going to be the positive thing that she's going to bring to your life? Are you going to be happy? Are you going to be less stressful? You know, man, I'm telling you, man, this pretty and all of that. There's a pretty girl on every block, man. That don't mean nothing, man, to me. Who you are, what are you really actually bringing to the table to my life, not what you have. I could care less about your material stuff. That's one thing I'd say to all you guys, man. If, like we were talking about, live with your mama, stack your money, so when you get out, you are comfortable. You don't have to rely on anybody. You got a roof over your head. You got a car to take you from A to Z. You stack your money, you can travel. So you don't have, your life does not depend on who comes into your life. You share that with somebody and they better share some happiness with you. But if all they bring to you is unhappiness, man, then what is she going to bring to you? I mean, when you talked about it, I didn't hear you get excited. I heard you say, "Man, she want to come back." It wasn't, "Man, she want to come back, man. She want to get with me." It wasn't none of that. It was like, "Man, she want to." I don't know.
And probably still don't want to share her blessing. And to me, selfishness ain't good.
You funny, man.
selfishness,
You funny, man.
selfishness is not good, y'all.
Not at
That's
all.
right,
Not
MD.
at all.
Tell them to be sure to like, share, subscribe. I got one more, Dr. Love. How long, Dr. Love,
Yes, sir.
should people wait before they get married? How long does it take?
I don't think there's a time that they should wait. I think there's a time where a person should walk away. And what I mean by that is that if you are looking to get married and you have been with somebody for a certain amount of time and you guys have discussed it and they're not moving in the direction you want to move in, that's when you take the scale and you say, is there something out there for me where I can get married and have the life that I want? Or is this it for me? Look at your scale. Weigh your scale. What's going to make you the happiest? Staying with somebody who doesn't want to marry you, and they're good to you. You got a good life. They don't want to marry you, or leaving that person and opening up yourself to somebody who might come in and want to marry you. I mean, man, I ain't gonna talk about that. Woo, you almost got me. You almost got me. But yeah, I think people should get married when they want to get married. I don't think they should be pressured on a time, but at the same time, I don't think any woman should wait around a long time if she doesn't see it moving in that direction. And you got to be honest. You can't, like I was saying earlier about the girl. Well, we're not going to be serious. Well, I'm not going to date you. No, you got to be honest with the person that you're dating. You got to say, this is where I want to be. This is my expectation, life that I want with you. It can't just be what you want to be. It better be with me. You know what I'm saying? You can't be telling me, oh, well, by this age, I want to do this. Well, I hope you make it. Now, you say with you, I see my life with you. I want to be with you. I want to have your kids. I want to date you. I want to have the rest of my life. I want to wake up every morning and be glad that you're in my life. Then, yeah. But if you're talking about, well, I just want by this time, I feel like, man, you better find somebody then. It better be me. I don't want to hear nothing about what you wanted with and who was so and blah blah blah. And better not tell me about the last person and what they used to do and all that. Then you shouldn't have never left them. If they was
Ooh,
that great, you should have never left that person because they was
that-
wonderful. Obviously, you messed up.
one more before I let you go.
Hmm.
Should you stay with someone for your kids to be happy? Should you stay in a relationship for your kids to be happy?
I say no. I'll tell you why. Because if your kids see you unhappy, how are they gonna be happy? I think that amicably, you and the person, you all should put together a plan, kids first. So let's say they're living with her. She gets a break on the weekend or sometime during the week. You give each other breaks because it's a lot of work. You know what I mean? And you're dealing with their things that they're dealing with because let's say all their friends' parents are still together. Now they got to deal with, oh, your daddy didn't like your mama, but your mama, I heard that she was, you know what I mean? They got to deal with that. So you need a break just so as a parent so you can recompose yourself. No, I do not believe that people should stay together for the kids. I think people should get the heck away from each other so they can be happy. So when they're around their kids are around a happy, healthy adult, not somebody just they're miserable. Well, I stayed with her for the kid. Man, no. Kids
Oh,
are
I
resilient.
think I answered. I think I asked that question wrong. What I meant is a little different.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to break up with somebody that got money. My kids be like, "You fool! That lady buys everything. You better stay with her." And I be like, "All right, kids. All right, I'll stay with her." That's
You
what
better
I.
not
That's
go.
what I meant.
Hey, she took us to Disney World. What's the matter with you? What you messing up?
Yeah, they get rough. They're like,
Oh yeah, man.
she bought my card that I sent to the link. I sent she paid for my stuff. So
Man, no, no. In that case, then no. That's what they call that a lick. That's a lick, right?
you
You don't want to let the lick go.
gotta
No,
keep that.
no. That's a good thing,
You
man.
gotta keep that lit. Man, Dr. Love, before we close out, Dr. Love, you
Yes,
gotta
sir.
get a few more minutes out of you.
Yes, sir.
So, Dr. Love didn't come to work Sunday, y'all. He took off
Ah,
from work. He took off from work. But he had the
oh man.
best excuse ever.
Yes, sir.
I seen footage of Dr. Love in front of one of the biggest crowds in Chicago. Where were you at, Dr. Love? And what
I'm
were you?
pulling up the note because I want to make sure I don't forget anybody because these people are sensitive. First of all, for over 20 something years, I have had the honor of being the MC at the Chosen Few House Music Reunion Picnic. And it has been an honor. There have been some years where I wasn't on the stage and there were other hosts, and people would come up to me and they would say, "Man, why weren't you up there?" And I say, two things. Number one, it's not my picnic. I'm a host. I'm hired to do a job. Secondly, people are always looking to grow. Nobody wants to just do the same thing. But I was really happy to be back on that stage this year. I'm not gonna lie to you, man, because I felt like I was a part of it as it grew from just being behind the museum to now 50,000 people. I'm gonna tell you, you haven't done anything till you stood on the stage and got 50,000 people to cheer, man. And
Right.
I'm gonna shout out the guys, man, the DJs that put this thing together. First of all, the CEO, the guy who put it all together, is a guy named Wayne Williams, and some people they know him, but they don't know that also that he was the head of Jive Records, and he's the one who signed R. Kelly, Selena Johnson. I mean, a lot of these artists that were on Jive Records. He's a heavy dude. Another heavyweight, man. This is a heavyweight in the group, man. Is a guy named Alan King. This guy is a successful lawyer, okay? And
Wow.
he's a lawyer by day, DJ by night, man. And
Mm.
also personal friends with Barack Obama, the president.
Whoa.
So one year at the picnic, I'm just messing around on the mic talking trash because I know that him and Barack are friends, man. So I say, you never know, Barack might be here one day. And then later on in the evening, just before the fireworks, the big screen comes on. President of the United States says, "What's up, house heads? Know
Wow.
y'all in Jackson Park?" I'm like, wow, man, big time. Another guy, Jesse Saunders, in the group, made the first house music record. I don't know if it was On and On or Those Pretty Girls will Funk You Up, but house heads know. They know. One of those two was the first one, but it's time stamped. I think it was 1984, 83, something like that. And also, Jesse kept me on that stage. I really appreciate. He would not let anybody bring him on the stage except me. Now I'm talking about him like he's not here no more. But no, Jesse had a stroke and he's recovering, and I'm looking forward to the day where he is back on that stage doing what he does. Then you have the two brothers. I call them the dynamic duo, Tony Hatchett, Andre Hatchett, the duo of brothers who get down. Those are the original members. but
Right.
then they stepped their game up, man. They bought a guy in named Mike Dunn, and they bought in Terry Hunter. People know Terry Hunter because he's a Grammy nominated producer. He produced a song for Beyonce, the mix. You can't break my soul. You can't break my soul. Teresa Griffith, wonderful. Shantae Savage. I mean, man, this dude. Let's what's Yolanda Adams. He just got nominated for a Grammy on that one. This
Right.
dude is a heavyweight. He also did a record with Dion Cole, who was also one of the hosts of the picnic this year. Post that, I don't cuss, so I can't say it, man. But post that, what come after that. Post
Right.
that, you know what to say. But anyway, man, and
Peace.
yeah, what you just said. And then they have a woman in the group that people don't know. She's the only woman in the chosen few DJs, and she's not a DJ. Check that one out, man. How about them apples, man? Huh? Is
What's her
that
name?
something? Her name is Kim. I always butcher her name's Parnell, Kim Parnell,
Okay.
and she's a dynamo, man. And this year, George of George's Music Room was there. They had the Ladies of Sky. Um, Sky.
Yeah.
Girlfriend, did you can call me when you need someone to talk.
Someone to
You know
talk
I can't sing, man.
to me, don't right.
Exactly, exactly. Actor comes there. He's his name is Charles. He's in like the I Spy, Mission Impossible movies with
Okay.
Tom Cruise. This guy comes every year, and he's a Kenwood Bronco. So I know that the
Okay.
Kenwood people listening, they want to hear that. But that picnic, man, it put me on another level in Chicago to stand on that stage. I'm talking about, man. What's a guy, man? When you get older, boy, I'm telling you, your brain goes crazy. He's a gospel singer, and Winans, BB Winans, we had on that stage, man. You can just anybody. What's the girl? Played in the Wiz, the little bitty one, man, the tiny little lady.
Uh,
Stephanie Mills. We had
yeah.
Stephanie
Yeah.
Mills. I mean, man, the list goes on, man. Colonel Abram. What's the guy?
Ooh,
Just
Colonel Abram was there.
yeah, what's the other guy that sing,
Oh man.
keep on keeping on? I mean, man, dude, all kind of people, man. I can't name them all. There's so many, but
Oh,
to be able to be on that stage and witness that, man, unbelievable. And now finally they're getting the news coverage that they deserve. We've been doing this is the 35th year, man. 35 years.
wow.
35 years they've been doing that. Never ever an incident or a problem because we too old to fight. Let's just keep it real. But never a problem, man. Plenty of security, but security dancing and partying, man. Ain't, you know what I'm
You know
saying?
what, Dr.
It-
Love? You was almost out of here till you mentioned this chosen few, right? Now I gotta ask you this.
yes, sir.
I want you to give me three house records, right? Not the top house records, not just the regular house records. Three house records that you can listen to a cappella and it's just as good.
I don't know about acapella, but yeah, I
Okay,
guess so. I guess no,
I'll
no, no,
give you.
no, no. There's this instrumental part of it.
Hold on,
Uh,
I'll give you an example of what I'm saying.
okay.
I can listen to I'm so surprised to see your
Your
suitcase.
suitcase at the door.
You can listen to that a cappella.
Don't you remember the good times? Don't you want some more?
Right. So
Um, Gotta have house music. I can listen to that all day,
you can
all
listen to
night
that.
long.
You can
Lost in
listen to that.
house music. You can't go wrong. It's
Yes.
gonna set you free.
You can listen.
Um, what's the one? Jesse Saunders. Okay, so here's an interesting story, man. Steve Sir Curly did this song, man. Music is the key. Music is the key to unlock your mind and your body. And then Jesse and Farley did a song very similar um, with Daryl Pandy, who was an incredible singer. He passed away, but he's incredible. And it's funny, man, how they did that, and they were at odds, but now it's a good thing that they did that because both of those are two historical records, man. They're
Right.
historical, man. You know what I mean? They are part of house music history. So, but I'm sure that Steve felt some kind of way when they did that song that's very similar to his. You know what I mean? I'm sure he felt that way. Um, there's a song. It's not well. Teresa Griffith, "Wonderful," of course. That's the ladies' anthem, and that song is about a wonderful man. I'm not gonna say them lyrics because I don't need to. That's for the women to say. But
Right.
Teresa Griffith, "Wonderful." I think that was also produced by Terry Hunter, man. An incredible song. Um, but what I love the most about house music all that music is about love, and it's the kind of music that your grandma could be in the room listening
All
to,
that
the
music.
kids can listen to, and that's the most amazing thing. When I see the young folks at the picnic, I like, wow, they're getting house music experience at a young age, man. I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Man, you made me all melancholy, man, just thinking about it, man. 35 years, man.
35.
You
Well, you
know,
know, Colonel Abrams, I thought you was gonna say him too. He had
uh,
he
I,
has
I
some nice.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw. You know what? Farley had him. I made a mistake saying Chosen. Farley had him at his birthday party,
Oh, okay.
and I was a photographer. That was my fault. But Colonel Abram, man,
Yeah, no, but I remember you went to that. I
yeah,
remember you
yeah.
went to. But he I could listen to him a cappella
Woo
too.
woo.
You know.
Not gonna let you. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. Colonel Abram,
Yeah.
the man. But I mean, but this music, man. There's something that I say every time I go on the stage, and I think that's really true. I always say there's a song called "Last Night a DJ Saved My Life."
With a
And
song.
I what a song. And I really feel like that music saved our life because it created a generation of love. And so I don't have a knock on rap music because I love old school rap, 90s, better have my money. You know what I mean? I love that genre of music. But the music that we have now, man, somebody got to do some stuff. Like LL went different on them, man. I need love. I need love. You know what I'm saying? You know,
We need love in it right now. Right now, it's just got tricking in it.
yes.
Nobody loves a trick.
Nobody loving. Man, I gotta leave you. You keeping me all night. I gotta go.
We didn't got 'em. But before you go, I just gotta say one house record that was like something that influenced the rappers, and that was "Get the Hoe, Get the Hoe." Yeah.
Ah, you know what? Wayne made that song, man. DJ
Oh, he
Wayne
did.
Williams. Yeah.
Okay.
We got it. Get the hoe, get the hoe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the hoe, get the hoe. Yeah.
Dr. Love, give
Yes,
them
sir.
everybody salute for checking in with us. Please leave a comment when we end this live. It helps the algorithm.
Yes.
Dr. Love, tell them where to find you at, man. Give them your Instagram.
Man, I'm so terrible with that. I always ask you.
I
Dr.
know.
Love Radio. It's spelled DRLUV Radio. Come
Yeah.
in there, join me, have some fun, say something nice. And before I get off this show, I want everybody to think about what they can do the rest of the week, just something nice for somebody else. Even if it's just a nice word, man. Create the positive energy. And also remember, we write our narrative. So if we do good things and we talk about the good things we do, then that's who we are. We're good people. Don't let other folks write the narrative about us.
There you go. And with that being said, I'm gonna tip big at the strip club. I'm gonna help y'all out. I'm gonna do more.
Hey, but folks in college, man, they got to pay for their tuition, man. Tip
All right.
good.
But we end
Right?
every episode one way only, Dr. Love, and you gotta do it, man.
Yes, sir.
We get off of here, we say what's the hood, you tell us where you from, and we out of here. So with that being said, what's your hood, Dr. Love?
I'm from the suburbs. Check that out.